Self-representation.
So it's these three, yeah?
There's another thing as well, mate. So basically, you're also further under arrest for digital penetration of a minor. Okay? So same time of arrest, that's 10 to 8. You don't have to say anything, may help me defence if you do not mention when questioned, something which later on in court anything is significant evidence.
Yeah, 6449.
Yeah.
There's no questions.
Yeah. Is there anything in here, anything, no weapons or anything like that, yeah?
Control in charge in November 117. What call sign did you use earlier? 150 and 150. And your...
I've got a statement that I can make. Okay. I, Vincent Chan, 281080, hereby confirm that I am guilty of all the things complained of in the disclosure document, namely 1. Voyeurism ×5, 2. Sexual assault, dated the 9th of July 2011, and 3. Taking an indecent image, again 2011, and that's signed and dated.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So thank you for the prepared statement, and I take that as exactly what it says. You're saying that you're guilty of all of what has been disclosed to the solicitor. I still have questions, of course, because rightly so, as police, we want to understand, what's happened and why it has happened. So, upon reviewing your device, it became very clear that you had placed cameras in your bathroom and you had also placed cameras in your living room and bedroom. Tell me about that. Why did you place cameras in your house? And what exactly did you use? What devices did you use to do that? How did you place the cameras? Let's focus first in your bathroom. How did you place them there? What about in your living room? And in the bedroom, how did you place a camera there? When did you place them? Why did you place them? What was your intention? How do you feel about the videos I've told you so far? Do you recall those videos?
All of this material serves to confirm your sexual obsession. The material recovered from your computer and hard drives revealed for the first time something of your aberrant behaviour when you were teaching at St Mary's Primary School. There were 3 strands to that behaviour. Chan had committed a large number of serious and troubling sexual offences between 2011 and 2017, but these were non-contact offences. You had limited yourself to looking and watching and recording, but you had not touched your victims with that one significant exception. That all changed in 2017 when you left the primary school and took up your position at the nursery. Your offending escalated and became far more serious. Counts 1 through to 20 reflect that offending. Harm is, in my judgment, in category 2 because the child assaulted in each case is extremely young. Culpability is in category A for the obvious reason that your breach of trust could hardly be greater, and you recorded the assaults. You must also, it seems to me, have carefully planned each assault in order to escape detection. A significant aggravating factor is the location, the nursery, a place where, of course, every parent and guardian expects their child will be safe. In addition, as the prosecution point out, the recordings themselves capture the sounds of others, indicating that other children were in the vicinity. In this particular case, the fact that the children were asleep is a more nuanced feature of the case, but it seems clear that you took advantage of the children being asleep in order to assault them. I have, of course, kept the issue of totality in mind. Every right-thinking person hearing about your offences would feel revulsion and disbelief. Your conduct was utterly wicked, perverse, and depraved. You became a sexual predator and someone who had clearly lost all sense of moral compass. For every parent and guardian, their children are the most important part of their lives. They are priceless. When very young, they are at their most vulnerable. Most parents and guardians have, of course, at some point to entrust their children to the care of others, and that trust is honoured by all conscientious teachers and carers. But you, Victor Chan, chose to breach the trust placed in you by the parents and indeed your fellow staff members, both at St Mary's Primary School and then at the Bright Horizons Nursery. You did so in the most despicable of ways, violating the trust of your child victims at the school and then the bodies of your child victims at the nursery. This was, in my judgment, offending of the utmost seriousness, beginning, so far as one can tell, with you downloading child pornography from the internet from at least 2011, creating your own library of sexual imagery whilst working at St Mary's, before moving on to carry out what may be termed a campaign of penetrative and non-penetrative sexual abuse. For each of the offences of assault by penetration, in the context of all of your offending, had you been convicted after trial, the sentence would have been one of 27 years. That is reduced by 1/3 in the light of your pleas of guilty to a period of 18 years. There will be an extended licence period of 8 years. And so the sentences in respect of each of the offences set out in counts 3, 5, 7, 9 and 10 are expressed as concurrent extended sentences of 26 years, of which the custodial element is 18 years and the extended licence period is 8 years, making a total extended sentence of 26 years.